Hello, everybody, and welcome to Restream Q&A session, our live Q&A demo where we talk to you, answer your questions, and tell you everything we know about Restream. I'm your host, Anya, here at Restream Team Austin, and joining me is Anastasia at Restream Team Europe. Hi there.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody going? I hope you, nice to see you again in our regular weekly call, and hope we're gonna get started today and get you set up with the Restream and answer all your questions.
Awesome news. I'm seeing some people already starting to say hello. Emilio is saying hi. Francisco is saying hello. Ricardo and Jorge are saying hi from YouTube. Tracy's here. Lawrence is hi from France. Speaking of France and basically where you guys are watching from, please let us know which country, which city you are joining us from today, so we get a sense of how big our community is. And just to help us get an idea about what kind of content you're streaming, please let us know what kind of live streams, what kind of content, what kind of shows you are streaming live these days. If you haven't done that in the past at all, no worries. Just let us know which country you're from. But we would just like to understand what kind of industries and what kind of fields we are going to be looking at. Awesome news here. We're seeing...
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people from Europe, Germany, Barcelona, Argentina as well. A lot of US people, folks. Hi. It's super cool. Me and Anya, today we're in t-shirts, and Anya is in warm Austin, Texas, and I'm in Dublin. And I'll be honest with you, it's freezing. And literally, I'm like, why did we do it in t-shirts?
Yeah, we had to coordinate. I have some people from Poland, from Surprise, Arizona. That's awesome. Hello from Dallas, Texas. That's really close by. Hey, neighbor. Church live stream for the type of content. I see people from Florida. Another person from France. We do talk shows and live music events. That is awesome. Church live stream, as I already mentioned earlier. From Houston, Texas, audio video for church. That's awesome. Goal is to get more clients that want me as their producer. This is super awesome, Tracy. We actually have a show every Tuesday called Remote Producer Live on Restream channels. And Kimberly Flowers is teaching people how to monetize their skills as a producer and offer their services. As just because you know how to use Restream and similar services, you could monetize that knowledge by offering yourself as a producer. So definitely check that one out. South Africa, this is awesome. Super off topic. I recently watched this movie called My Octopus Teacher about a guy diving in South Africa and building that relationship with an octopus. Amazing stuff. I know it's crazy, but it's amazing stuff. Highly recommend it.
Sounds very crazy. Oh, I saw some people from Berlin, and that's one of my favorite cities. Definitely tried relocating there a couple times.
That's awesome. Go to Raymond G Live says, it's cold in New Jersey too. So Anastasia, you're not alone. This is very important. This is the best movie. Thank you, people. I'm so happy someone can relate. My octopus thing. This is awesome. All right. So I see that there is a Restream Weekly Live show where we talk about to our customers about the ins and outs of building a new home and on their land, simulcast to YouTube and Facebook. This is awesome. Real estate. That's cool. And building projects. That's super interesting. Derek says we produce a technology for real estate show. Okay, cool. That's another real estate one. I'd like to stream two that are not showing. Let me see. I have a lot of Facebook groups, and so that's what they do. What do I need to do to have them show? Oh, okay, I think Derek is talking about the names showing on Facebook groups. That's something that we're bringing in very soon. So stay tuned for that.
Very soon already, yeah, in production.
Yeah, awesome. Can you schedule an event and do it by RTM? So what is RTM? Is it RTMP?
I was also wondering, I think P is missing, I hope. Because I know what RTMP is. RTM, maybe it's for something.
Yeah.
For something specific, very specific. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Speaking of RTMP, we just literally on a whim came up with a very small and short and quick contest for you guys. We are going to give away 1 month of Restream Professional for free for the first person who will drop in this chat right now. What does RTMP stand for? What does it mean? What do those letters mean? Like, what is RTMP? And the first person who responds to that question in the chat will get a Restream Professional plan for free for 1 month. So please help us out and participate if you want to. We will announce the winner, like basically the first chat that I will see that has the right answer to the RTMP abbreviation question. So Lauren here, this is so fun. Real-time edit player, that is close. And the winner is, oh, here we go. People are answering.
Yes.
So it's Gardner Web. Yes, it's real-time messaging protocol. That is exactly right. So yeah, and a lot of other people, like, they were just so close. Micah said the same thing. That's correct. Real-time messaging protocol from Alberto, real-time messaging protocol from Derek, and Mihai, and Thornstor. But yes, Garden Web, you are the winner. So please reach out to our support team. Let us know what's the email address that you have associated with your account, and we'll give you 1 month of Restream Pro for free because you were the fastest and you were right. Awesome. Let's just go ahead and get going with our questions. So we are going to do a very quick demo for those people who are new in terms of how you can connect your Restream your channels to your Restream dashboard. I will also very quickly run through a demo of Restream Studio, and then it's going to be completely focused on you and your questions moving forward, because all we want to do today is to help you succeed with your live streaming strategy. So Anastasia, if you are ready, take it away with a demo of the Restream dashboard and channels.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just gonna show very quickly how to add channel and how to go live. I hope you guys can see my screen now. So this is where you start from. You actually start from, if you don't have any channels, you start from this screen. I'm gonna go ahead and add YouTube because this is the most common one. I would always recommend going for automatic connection. Just choose your, yikes, it requires my name and my password. So just go ahead and choose the one that you have connections to. So the one that you, just a second, I'm typing and talking at the same time. So just choose the one that you have YouTube enabled on. Connect that one, and that's it. Allow permissions and you're free to go now. So YouTube is set up. Facebook is set up in the same way. So you just add channel and you press Facebook. Facebook personal pages for free, covered with our free plan. Facebook group, you will require one of our paid plans. So I'm not going to add a Facebook now. I'm just going to go show you how to go live. So there's few ways to go live. First, you can go live right away. So you go into the studio and you'll see me here again. Hello. Here in studio, you just press go live and you automatically go live to the channels that you have. One thing, if you don't want to go live in all the channels that you have, for example, you want to test before you go live, you disable here, you toggle off your channels, you still press go live, and it will just stay in Restream. It wouldn't go into any channel, but it will be recorded. So you can see the recording of the video later here, and recordings are available in audio, video, or audio and video at the same time. So I have no recordings in this account, but if you have so, you can then repurpose the recordings as other streams. So this is the first way to go live. The second way to go live is through event. So creating event allows me to schedule event in advance and share the link with my audience before I go live. This is something that we did in order to bring you guys to the show today. So you hear I just check my title, I add my description, choose the date, upload the image. Next, choose the channels that I want to go live to, create event. And from here, by pressing here, I will be able to get a link to the event itself. And you can then share this link with your audience to invite them to your stream. In order to go live, you would need to go from here, from Azure Studio or Rtmp settings. That is because for every event we created new different key streams, and you need to go to in order to start streaming into event, you need to start from this page. And the third way to go live is actually through pre-recorded videos. So as I mentioned before, you can record the video in your Restream channel, but you also can go live with your pre-recorded video. So let me just, so this is my videos in my account. You upload the video that you would like to stream, and then you go here and schedule pre-recorded videos. It works very similar. So you set a time and date and channels that you want to go live to, and send the pre-recorded videos as live during the selected times. So those are the three main ways to go live with the studio. A few more interesting things in account is obviously analytics. This is where we aggregate information from channels that you stream to and show them how many viewers you had and things like that. Chat app, obviously that allows you to answer chats. It's possible to do in the studio as well, but sometimes you would want to have it separately. Monitor allows you to, if you're streaming with OBS, it kind of gives you information on the real-time quality of your stream. And Help Center, obviously, where this is where you can get more information from us and more direct links on how to get started and things like that. So that was a quick demo from me. Anya, do you want to show a demo, or do you want to get the questions first?
Yeah, I see that the questions are kind of piling up. So let's go ahead and take care of the ones that are already asked right now, because there are a lot of absolutely amazing questions. And then if the questions kind of slow down a little bit, we will demo the studio. Let's see. Let's start with, okay, there's so many. So question from James, how do I stream to Zoom? So James, Zoom is not a streaming platform. Zoom works more like an encoder, right? Like, so that's something that captures your video. And then from there, you can spread it out to your social media platforms, which is something that you can do with Restream. I'm sure our support team, I think there is Renee here in the chat today, can drop a link specifically for Facebook community, how to connect your Zoom meetings and webinars with Restream. So basically what you'll be doing is you'll select custom destinations in your Zoom, and then you can send your Zoom meeting or Zoom webinar to your YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and many other platforms at the same time. But streaming into Zoom is not something that you can do, because Zoom, again, is not a platform. It's a capturing, it's a video capturing software, right? Feel free to elaborate on that a little bit if that's not exactly what you meant, and we'll be happy to come back to it. How much speed band should you have to use multiple live platforms simultaneously? Asks Tech Innova Peru. So so while there's very little room in the world of live streaming for bad and very poor internet connections, you do have to have secure and stable network, ideally wired. This is what I use here. That changed my game big time in terms of quality of my videos. You do not have to have extra bandwidth because you're streaming to multiple platforms. Restream actually takes one feed from you, and then we on our service in our infrastructure take care of it, and then we spread it out onto other platforms for you. So the difference for you between streaming to only YouTube or to streaming to 7 or 10 destinations in terms of the resources and your internet connection is not going to change. So stable connection is always a yay. It's something that you want, but it's not going to affect how many platforms you are needing. That's the power of Restream, that we are taking care of that for you. Tracy is asking, will Restream eventually make it possible to edit events? Anastasia, do you like this question? Would you like to take this one?
I do. Actually, this is something that happened to me because the US converted to winter times last weekend, and I didn't realize it and scheduled this event for a little bit earlier than it's supposed to go. So it's possible already edit events to a certain degree. So you can edit platforms that you want to stream to. You can add titles, descriptions, and you can add thumbnails. And obviously add or remove channels. It's not possible to change the date of the event, and that is intentional. if you want to change or rechange the date or time, you would need to create a new event.
Awesome. All right. So we also have Stephanie here asking, is it possible to embed a player from Restream in a website without streaming to an external channel? Anastasia, I would leave this one to you. You're the website guru.
Stephanie, it's an amazing question. To be honest with you, it's one of the features that I personally fight for in Restream that I would like us to get enabled. At the moment, unfortunately, it's not possible. You would need to stream to Facebook or Twitch or YouTube in order to get your video embedded to the website, either through our widget or directly. You can also use a player like Akamai, for example, which we also support, and you can stream to them and get it embedded to your website if, for example, you don't want to have YouTube ads or something like that. But this is something definitely we are working on proactively, and it's on top of my mind. So please stay tuned. It's possible it's coming.
Awesome. TL Burris, and I'm sorry guys if I mispronounce your names and and then channels, like I'm doing my best. So he is asking, what is the most efficient and effective way to create the timer or waiting for go live session events? Great question. As you have seen before we started this session, we did have a timer. We're just using the ones that are default in Restream. I believe you have about 6 or 7 options right now, and I know they're silent right now. We're taking care of the copyright issues that with the music to make sure that no copyright issues happen to you guys when you use them. Other than that, you can use pretty much any video editing program where you can create that timer and add music. I believe that we are using something like Final Cut for a lot of our video editing, and the timers that we created using Wave Video. But unfortunately, the music that we used from there did have some copyright issues. So, just something to be aware of for us. But that's a great question in terms of, like creating timers. I think they're very effective and engaging because they immediately notify your community that the stream is about to start. So that is awesome. I see that there is a question from AG Keezy. I ran into a technical problem where it kept telling me that my video was not turned on. I did not have that issue when going live directly from Facebook or YouTube. If you don't mind elaborating on like when exactly it was telling you that your video is not turned on, that would help us. It sounds like it could be some kind of an issue with selecting your camera, or was it at a preview that when you went live you didn't see yourself in the preview. So please give us a little bit more details, and keep an eye on that chat because our support team is there. They'll be jumping in to answer some of those like very specific questions.
Also, it could be possible that the channel just didn't connect. So you have chosen for when I was choosing YouTube, I chose the one that I actually have YouTube channel enabled on. So it's possible that you chose the Gmail account instead of YouTube. So there's so many things that can go wrong. I would recommend you almost to check with our support. We have 24 support available, chat available, and our response time is less than 5 minutes. So we definitely can be on it and help you get started.
Yep, absolutely. Just allow yourself a little bit of time before you go live and make sure that everything is good, everything is tested, and don't hesitate to reach out to our support should you need any help. The Instagram question, our favorite one from Micah, he's asking, how do I stream to Instagram? I'm just going to take this one because, it's an easy one. Unfortunately, Instagram does not want you to stream from anything else but your mobile phone. So multi-streaming is not something that Instagram supports on its end. So it's not Restream. It's not any other platform. It's Instagram. So potentially you could use a third-party application. One of them is called Yellow Duck. That's the one that's integrated with Restream, and you can try using them and push your live video to Instagram using Yellow Duck application. Remember, it's going to be a custom Rtmp, so it's going to be a one-way street. So your video will go there, but no comments are going to be coming back to you. Another thing that you could utilize Instagram, something that I recommend to people a lot, is you could repurpose your content into it. So you could stream live to all other social platforms, and then you can create short clips from your streams and use them as stories and upload the whole live stream into IGTV. In that case, you'll be repurposing the content that you created for other platforms. But in terms of streaming directly to Instagram Live, is not something that Instagram supports at this point. Alrighty, let's do this one. So Diana is asking, how do I see my live stream when I'm screen sharing? Nastasia, since you just screen shared, would you mind taking this one?
Yeah, no, that's super easy. I already turned off my Restream account, but basically it's just at the bottom of the, let me just quickly show it to you. So less talking, more showing. Just a second. Yep, I'm here. So basically, in order to screen share, you would press this button, screen share. So here are a few more things available to you. So here I would press to invite guests, and this link is constant. You can invite as many guests as you want to. Here you can download a video from your local file, something that we shared. This is how we started our stream today, from the local file video. And here you can select different settings of like how your microphone and video camera. As you can see, I'm using basic MacBook Pro camera, and I'm using my headphones. And that's a basic control in the studio. But here also, I don't know if we have more time, but here also we have additional controls. If I have guests on studio, I can maximize I can spotlight them or remove them. So here's the different layouts for guests. You can see I can toggle myself off, and then nobody can hear or see me. The same with the guest. And kind of this is the basic functionality of Restream window. Here as well, you can have the additional captions, which we're going to show as well, graphics that we're also using in our show today as well, and a setup where you have channels and obviously your title and description.
And what you just mentioned earlier answers very nicely the second question that we had, the next one. Can I take users in and out of the meeting like I can in Zoom or Facebook Live integrations? Yeah, just like as Anastasia showed, just like she toggled herself in and out, this is how you'll be toggling in and out your guests. Remember, you can have up to 10, and all of them can stay in the green room, and then you can toggle them into the live stream one by one or all of them at the same time. Just remember, as long as it's up to 10 people total, including yourself, it's going to be working well for you. So yeah, you can definitely have them in and out, and they can just like hang in there. And they also have private chat with you. So if you guys want to say something to your guests that not everyone needs to hear, you can chat privately between each other. All right. There's a feature request from James. Kindly add the enable option for full screen. For full screen, meaning when you're sharing your screen, or not quite sure, because
maybe Anna, you can toggle me off and show how you're gonna look when you're alone on the chat. Oh, sorry, alone in the window, and you maximize it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, so I was just going to show, like, even when we're together, I can spotlight Anastasia, or I can spotlight myself, and I can maximize myself. As you see, like right here, Anastasia was here. Here she comes, bink. And then she goes away if I maximize it. And I can also, of course, toggle her out completely. So now she cannot say anything, like we won't be able to hear her. And then whenever I'm ready to bring her in, she stays right back. So you can already maximize your own window, and you can do the same with the shared screen. If that's what you meant, I hope that answers your question. If not, please send us a follow-up question. So Daniel is asking, so it is not possible to stream into Zoom. Again, let's clarify that Zoom is a platform that allows you to capture your video, right? Like Zoom is not something where you stream. Zoom is how you stream. It's an encoder. So what you can do with Restream is you can take that Zoom video, that meeting, that webinar, and send it out to multiple destinations by connecting Zoom to Restream as a custom destination. And another thing that we're bringing in very soon, I don't know, can we talk about the Rtmp connection in the studio?
It's coming. It's specifically Zoom integration is coming a bit later, but it's coming. So it would be possible to take a Zoom call or Zoom meeting video and insert it into the studio, where you have additional controls of chat overlays, overlays, graphics, and things like that. So stay
Captions.
tuned. It's definitely something that in the pipeline right now that I know of.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually saw some time ago. I saw the question about streaming Instagram and inviting two people to as a guest and how it would look like. So it's possible it will look the same way as it looks on right now. What we're doing on YouTube. Just keep in mind every time you stream to Instagram, the screen is much smaller than for Facebook or YouTube. So you would always want to keep an eye and optimize for Instagram first, and then on YouTube, on Facebook, it was just to show as a cut off borders cut off. But other than that, it's the same way.
Yeah. Absolutely. So James says, my pro account has just 2 screen layouts. Any plans to increase that? So remember that your screen, so there are 2 layouts with a guest, right? Like you can have it just like we're having it right now. You can have it in the selfie mode. And you can also use those, spotlights of yourself or guest, maximize, or have them 2 and 2. Remember one of the new features that we recently introduced? Are you ready for this, Anastasia? I'm going to drag you along and you can swap people, and you can do the same with your shared screen. And if you have more than 2 guests, if it's 4 of them, you can swap them all around. To answer your question, if more is coming, we do also believe that more is better. So one of the things that we're working on right now is introducing more different layouts, more flexibility, more different shapes and forms for your video boxes and your shared screens. So the answer to this question is yes, it's coming. It's not good. It doesn't matter if you have a pro account, professional account, or premium account, or standard account right now. These are the layouts that we offer today, but we are working to increase them. And thanks for your question. That's actually a very good one. All right. So
I see a question from Nicholas. Do you use this with Ecom Live or instead of? So to be honest with you, a lot of people stream with Ecom through Restream. So I think with Ecom, they use Ecom as an encoder. Again, it's similar to Zoom. So in Ecom, you can create your own layout and add guests and whatever. And then we're just a tool that will send it to multiple destinations. So we support more platforms than Ecom. So we support Facebook, YouTube, obviously, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, and 30 more. And basically anything that can have a stream key, we support it. So if you want to send it to custom private site or channel, it's possible as long as the platform itself has a stream key, you can integrate it with our platform.
Yeah, so to kind of sum it up and add on to this a little bit, Ecom is a little bit more complex when it comes to creating scenes, to kind of managing. So you have to have some editing skills and some understanding in terms of how it works. If you want a simpler encoder solution with just, a couple of buttons, just like Anastasia showed earlier, Restream Studio could be an alternative for you. Restream has the multi-streaming, multi-channel functionality that Ecom doesn't have, and Restream gives you more flexibility in terms of connecting with other platforms such as Zoom, OBS, Ecom, pretty much any other encoder that you can think about, you could connect it with Restream. All right. So James sent us a follow-up question. I mean, the way I can put up the whole screen when connected to a projector, such as that the only screen that is seen in the output and shown to my audience. I want to use such for my in-house audience as well. So again, if you are sharing your screen, let me show you real quick. So let's say I go ahead and share a screen with you. Like I'll just the entire screen right here, right? And it's going to create this infinity pool. But anyway, so I can maximize it. And let me hide the message so you see it. So you see like our little squares with video are right here. But if I click the maximize, it's just going to be this screen and nothing else. And then you can hear me talk about this, and you can actually see how I see it from my end. So I can still see the chat. So I can highlight the comments on top of that screen, and I can just show whatever I have, the presentation, the web page, the tab. And as I was showing earlier, when I was sharing the screen, I could select between sharing the whole screen, sharing one specific browser tab, or sharing an application, such as, for example, Keynote. So you already have that ability, to the best of my knowledge. I think I hope that helps and makes sense. All right, so let's see what else.
Yeah, I saw a quick question from Francesco. Yep. Can I stream pre-recorded videos to more than one channel simultaneously? Yes, the answer is yes. So it works in the same way. One of the things that, cool things about Restream that you can use already today, as soon as you start streaming to with Live Studio with toggle channels off, we'll record those videos, and then you can repurpose the content and send it through scheduler to all the platforms that you want to stream to, and will go live at the same time to all your platforms simultaneously.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great question from Tracy. I love it. Will Restream be adding any filters? Google Hangouts originally came out with this blurring feature. Filters for your video and for your image, like I guess more similar to, like when I hear filters, I immediately think Instagram, right? Like get this like enhanced, like black and white and wherever. This is a wonderful idea. I know our development team is also watching this this video live, or they're going to be watching it the replay. First of all, thank you so much, guys, for your help and for your hard work building this. But this is a great feature request to keep an eye on. Like I love the idea of filters. Imagine if you could do like some kind of like a sci-fi, super saturated video or black and white, like old style. Love that, Tracy. That's really cool. It's very interesting. Blurring
I think
picture,
actually, right? I think actually it's also about green screen. In a way, question about green screen. So I think we haven't developed a green screen purposely at the beginning, but we definitely hear that it's something that people want and ask, and we will spend more time investigating into this. So stay tuned. I think updates are coming. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and quick follow-up from Nicholas here regarding Ecom and Restream question. Would you ever need to use both? You would if you need the sophisticated encoder functionality, such as multiple sound ingest, multiple cameras, more overlay, setting up scenes, things like that. And at the same time, you are looking to stream to multiple platforms at the same time. In that case, you'll be connecting Ecom to Restream, using Ecom as your encoder, as your video production tool, and then using Restream as the element that spreads your content out into all your channels and destinations simultaneously. So yes, there's definitely a use case for both. There is one from Dwop Twins here. Please add your player like what we've seen when we connect to an encoder with an option to live chat like Twitch. That is a feature request, I guess. All right. Let's see. So yeah, there's so many awesome
also see a question, probably some people wondering, I don't know, from Klaus Keller, could you just make some short remarks regarding the audio delay issues? So I wonder if it's an audio delay, you're talking about our specific stream right now, or audio delay that you're talking about in general that you faced. If it's audio delays in general, I would recommend you to reach out to support. I think we would be able to look at specifically at your setup. But for us specifically, I think the delays are possible due to two different things. One is your bandwidth, internet bandwidth. Unfortunately, there's no going away from it. If internet bandwidth is not strong enough, it would come up. And the second, your settings of your devices, so your hardware. Is it your mic or camera? There are using a too complex way of streaming, and then it takes a bit of delay between when you start speaking and when you hear the sound. So that's kind of the two most obvious things. But if it's not this, then it's something else, and we need to look into this in more details.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think during this show specifically, so I do have a little delay between my audio and video. And the reason for that is because I am using a DSLR camera together with a cam link by Elgato. So what that does is it elevates the quality of my video quite a bit, but it does create this little like less than 1 second delay. So we're kind of experimenting with this these days. When I have an alternative actually camera right here. You guys ready? I do this. I have this Logitech Brio camera that I use sometimes, and in that case I have 0 delay, but the quality is not the same as my Panasonic Lumix video camera that I'm using right now. So this is what's causing the delay right now, right here. And I've heard that the cam link works better with newer cameras. So if you're using one of the newest Canons, for example, and the Elgato cam link, that delay is almost invisible there. So definitely check it out, test it out. We're in the process of kind of testing, and it's interesting to see, like, if it's noticeable for you. I definitely appreciate that feedback. It's good to know.
But definitely Anya's video quality looks sharper. I'm here set up by 4 different lamps, and still my video quality is not as even close to Anya's. Definitely the devices she has is better.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to explore these days. But yeah, like, it's good to know that you're noticing the audio delay. I wonder how distracting is it? Is it really bothering you guys? Let me know. I'd love to hear about this. EDU is asking, what is the maximum invite guest in Live Studio? I guess it's not a guest, it's a guest. You can invite up to 10 guests can join you in the studio. That includes you, so 9 guests, I guess, plus you, unless you want to toggle yourself out and not be on the screen. All right.
And also all these 10 people, they can do 10 screen sharing, so a total of 20 screens, and this is what we support at the moment with all the local videos and everything.
That's a lot of stuff on the screen. I cannot imagine a scenario when you need 10 people all sharing screens at the same time. Like, what are these people doing? Like, showing off their like, screen images or something. This is a gallery. This is really fun. Stefan here is asking, can I embed an external Rtmp stream into Studio? Coming back to the feature that is coming soon, so hang on tight for that. That is in progress, and we'll be sharing more details with that shortly.
If you're streaming with OBS, that is already actually coming next week or the week after. If you're streaming with Zoom or other encoders, it will take a little bit more time to come in. So yeah, stay tuned for updates.
Yeah. All right. So let me see. I see some, like, my 3 questions have not been answered. If you, we're trying our best to answer your questions, and we're like, my chat is writing. So if you don't mind, you could do us a favor, and just, like, if for whatever reason we missed your question, please repeat it. Like, just repost it, and that will help us out a lot. I know that we have a support representative in the chat, so Renee, if you see those questions, please make sure that you address them as well. And another thing that we always do in the end of the show is we come back and we try to add comments, add helpful links to the questions that we were not able to answer in the live chat. And I see some people are saying the audio delay is a little bit distracting. Sorry. Like, good to know. Yeah, like, that's exactly what we're trying to test. Can multiple broadcasts be done without the OBS program? Yes, you can use Restream Studio, which is what we're using right now, in order to stream those, to create the broadcasts and stream them to multiple platforms. If I got your questions, if I got the question correctly. And I see Airbnb Uncovered said that his question.
So it seems like there's a Ecom integration question regarding Ecom and Restream. So we actually do support the chat from, if you are streaming with Ecom, you will be able to see chat. It will come up in Restream. If you are experiencing a specific issue, could I ask you please to contact support, because it's hard for me to troubleshoot right now. It could be the connection issue between Ecom and Restream, the way you set it up. I'm pretty sure there's some additional button that needs to be enabled, but for me it's hard to guess. So please, just at the bottom of your Restream channel, your Restream account, you will see this red message box, and this is where you can contact our live support chat, and we would be able to help you there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And another question from Airbnb Uncovered. Again, I guess we're getting close to answering all 3 of those. How are you making the questions show on the stream? So this is something that we do in the studio. I am going to share my screen real quick so you can see exactly the same thing that I am seeing right here. So as you can see, here's my chat. And I'm not gonna like go all the way down to show you like how quickly it runs for us. But this is the chat comments that we're seeing, and I can just select the ones that I want, and they will be displayed. And then once I'm done, I don't want to display any comments anymore. I can just hide them all together like this. So this is how we do it here. All right. So let's see. We got some new questions and messages here. Okay, I see Renee was answering some of the questions. Can I leverage Restream to custom Rtmp to another Rtmp? That is an interesting one. Can you give us a very specific example, like what those customer TMPs and which platforms are you talking about? Because I'm not quite sure. Like we can envision like what exactly is going on. Like customer TMP could be a lot of different things. Like for example, you can even connect Facebook with customer TMP if you wanted to, versus the API integration. So just give us a little bit more specifics on like how you set up and how your process is looking, so we can help you out with this one. Julio is asking, please add GIF animated supported on logos and overlays. Animated overlays and logos and GIFs are definitely something that we're looking into. It's a great suggestion. Thank you so much for that. I think it's a great idea, and we're definitely thinking about how to add that to our family of products. It's a great point. Thanks for bringing it out, Julio. Yeah, I can imagine how fun it is when your logos can fly in and your little captions can do like all kinds of cool things. All right, so let's see what else we have.
I see also a question from Klaus regarding, just a quick question from Klaus regarding the if the Studio is a browser or you need a PC. So Studio is a browser-based, you don't need a PC, but we recommend using a PC. You can use obviously as well mobile or iPad, but we strongly recommend PC just because the streaming, especially if you're planning to add more guests and you would like to have a good quality, requires a lot of CPU processing power. So and very good Wi-Fi, and it's better if it's not Wi-Fi. It's better if it's a landline. So for those reasons, we obviously recommend using a laptop, but you can use other devices as well if you take a risk and use them as well.
Yeah, and PC, if you mean specifically PC, is definitely not the only one supported. I'm personally on Mac right now, so any computer, any laptop should do, and it will definitely elevate the quality of your experience compared to mobile. Speaking of mobile, I see the question from Airbnb Uncovered. He's asking, can I use Studio to stream from the camera on my phone? So just like Anastasia mentioned, you can. It's just going to be because your phone is it's CPU, its internet connection is not designed to power, massive streams with a ton of guests and share screens. It's not going to be the best experience. If it's just a solo stream though, where you go live yourself and, it's just like your talking head basically, it is going to work. I definitely recommend to make sure that you are on good internet connection, ideally on Wi-Fi that is fast, and definitely test before you go live, because ideally Studio is designed as a web browser solution, not necessarily mobile, but we do support that, so you can definitely give it a try. Let's see.
I love talking head comment. I thought it was pretty funny. I also see regarding the preferred browser for handling multiple guests. Our preferred browser is Chrome. So Chrome, Safari, and Firefox. But yep. Chrome for sure.
Yeah, Google Chrome is the one that I'm using, and that's, to me, so far, it's been the most stable. So definitely our recommendation is going to be there.
Same here.
Is Yellow Duck the only way to link Instagram to Restream? At this point, this is the only one that I know of that we support. However, it's a great question. We will definitely, our business development team is looking around and seeing if there are any other third-party applications that could offer that service, and we're looking into that direction. If we end up adding someone else's service that helps to stream to Instagram, we will definitely let you know. So you'll get an email. So keep an eye on that one, because I know a lot of people are asking about Instagram streaming. All right. Can we see a live demo for pre-recorded video streamed to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook? So I believe this is a scheduler demo. So if you guys want, I can definitely demo it real quick, just to kind of show you the steps. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna push the video live.
I think maybe it's a good idea for us also to show the video. We actually recently created a video how to do that. It's available on our YouTube channel, so you can check out the how to start. It's pretty easy. You just need to. It's something similar as I started when I started to show. I showed how to use pre-recorded videos. Basically, that's it. You upload the video and you schedule it live. And yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I'm just
that's
aware of
good.
the time as well.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea. Let me go ahead and find this this video about scheduler real quick here. And I am going to add it to our list of questions. Basically, just drop it into the chat. So
I see a very cool question from Josh. Josh Cunningham. I ran a stream recently, and the video file suffered a little bit during the live stream anyway to optimize it. So if I understand that the video, it was a live stream, if I understand correctly, and so there are a few ways to think about it. So first thing, obviously, to check your internet. There is a notification in your studio account to show you how good your internet bandwidth is right now. There's additional tests you can run to test it. The second thing is to turn off absolutely all VPN, all any other applications or apps or extensions that can take off your bandwidth, or they can take off like a additional proxy or additional firewalls. So when I stream, I usually do it from incognito window and turn off everything except that window. So that's how I recommend to proceed. The second thing you can do is to check your settings. So making sure that the settings of your video is the same as the settings of the end platform. But in this situation, if you're streaming from a studio, we do that work for you. We optimize your video to the end platform. In this situation, maybe you would want to play around with the video quality and maybe see if you need to downgrade it slightly or upgrade it slightly. And if this didn't help out and you checked your settings, you checked your devices, the third thing is your device. Is everything set up correctly? As you already, a lot of people commented actually the delay in Anya's voice, and that's due to the device she's using. If this not, so check it yourself as well. And after you check these three things, then it's a time to contact support. And this is something that we can escalate to our engineers, and they can take a look in more details.
Yeah, and troubleshoot it for you. I see Josh did send a follow-up. I have 1 gigabytes download and 100 Mbps upload. Okay, that is actually good. I had pre-uploaded the video to Restream to include it in the stream. So here's my personal recommendation. I believe that what you used is, let me show you real quick here with my screen share. And I believe what you used is this graphics and video, and you uploaded it here, correct? And then from here, when you started playing it, it startled a little bit. So one of the workarounds that I personally find very helpful is instead of using this, you can use your local video file. So this is how I played my previous like a little video commercial that you guys saw. So you basically just select the video, you open it. I'm not going to do it right now, but then well, actually I can, just to give you an idea how it looks. There's a smaller one here. There's an Instagram story short that I was using. So you can just upload the video like this, then you can toggle it in, and you can actually talk over it, and you can untoggle it at any point. And if you want to like maximize it, you can do that as well. So in that case, what is helpful here is, oops, sorry about that, wrong screen. The only thing that is different here is that when you're using a local source file, instead of uploading it to us and then taking it from the cloud and sending it out to other destinations, you are basically playing it directly from your machine, from your laptop. And sometimes it is helpful because even if the video is bigger, as you can see here, we don't have a limitation of 150 megabytes for that video. So you can potentially play larger files, and usually it helps a little bit with like any kind of delays and startling. So give it a try, check it out, compare the two, and let us know how it worked out for you. For me personally, local source is something that I enjoy big time. That makes sense, says Josh, and thank you. Awesome.
Yay! Anya, what do you think? Maybe it's a time for us to share a discount before we take the last questions and wrap up. I know you guys had a spooky Halloween and a lot of discounts were flying around. So we're just, in case you haven't grabbed one, this is the last chance to grab a cool discount to get you started.
And drum roll, here it is. Here is the discount. And I'm just going to drop the link into the chat as well, because I understand that nobody wants to retype the link from the screen into, or like retype the code. So to make it a little easier for you, I just send the link. So if you just click that, that redemo 10 is going to immediately apply to your pricing. And we do have another special going on for this. It's November, like it's Thanksgiving month. So we want to give thanks to our community to show you how much we appreciate you being with us and being part of our streaming movement. The first person who activates this specific code, that redemo 10, we will use the email address that you have on file on account, and we'll send you a form so we can send you a t-shirt just like this one or that one. Right? And
they're the same color though.
We actually give two. We actually have this vintage red and navy blue, so you have an option to choose between the two. So the first one activating this code, a goodie bag is coming your way. So yeah, check that out. Awesome. And laughing my Restream is streaming. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. And only for new subscribers. Yes, that is for those people who are new, who are just subscribing to Restream. So subscribe your friend, trick them into using that code, and then tell them to send the t-shirt to you. How about that? That's a little sneaky way of doing that. Again, we'll be coming back to you to your questions, and thank you so very much today for joining us, for sharing your feature feedback, for all the questions. A lot of great questions today. We are doing this Q&A sessions every other week, every other Wednesday. It's usually Anastasia and I, or some other team members from Restream. And I think right now it is going to be time for a little.
Oh, damn it.
Ready?
I forgot. Here.
High five. Ready? 3,
high 5.
2, and 1.
2, 1. Yay!
Did it.
Boom.
We got it.
Today when you show how to switch the screens around, I was like, oh my God, how are we going to do high five?
Here we go.
Hard enough to remember.
Do it differently. Ready?
Oh, wait. This way. Done. Yep. It's kind of actually easier this way.
Awesome.
Cool. So
yeah, so this is our show for today, and we again appreciate each and every one of you. We wish you happy live streaming. Have a great rest of your week. Don't hesitate to check in with our customer support if you have any kind of troubles, any kind of issues. If you're ever stuck anywhere, check out other shows that we have going on Restream channels, on YouTube, on Facebook. We have a live show almost every day for you about content, about how to promote your streams, how to create engaging live videos. And I will see you on Friday. I actually have an interview with WHO if you're interested to check it out. World Health Organization, right?
Definitely.
And
they got like 12 million views streaming one of the concerts through us. Oh my God, they're my favorite.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about all that, about concert, about pandemic, about how social media helps them to keep people informed about, the global crisis and all that good stuff. So thank you so much, everyone. Again, we will definitely see you around. Thanks for joining us. And peace and love.
Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.